following opinions are solely those of BoatTEST.com and its test captain.
Hi, Captain Steve for BoatTEST.com, and today we're going to conduct a performance evaluation on a premium level weekender with a set of performance engines. It's the Formula 400 SS with the upscale FX treatments. Let's start by getting right into the numbers. The Formula 400 SS FX has a length overall of 41 feet 6 inches, a beam of 11 feet, and a draft of 39 inches. With an empty weight of 17,100 pounds, 90% fuel, and 3 people on board, we had an estimated test weight of 18,931 pounds. With the twin 520 horsepower Mercury Racing engines turning Bravo 3 XR outdrives and spooled up to 5,200 RPM, along with the twin-stepped hull, we reached our top speed of 52.7 miles per hour. Best cruise came in at 3,500 RPM and 32.7 miles per hour. It was at that speed that the combined 34.4 gallon per hour fuel burn translated into a range of 194 statute miles, all while still holding back a 10% reserve of the boat's 227 gallon total fuel capacity. We reached planing speed in 6.4 seconds, accelerated to 20 miles per hour in 9.2, and 30 miles per hour came and went in 13.3 seconds. As is always the case with formulas, this had the feel of a much heavier boat, and therefore she produced a solid feel to her ride. She was nicely responsive to the helm, and there were no jerky movements to her maneuvering regardless of how heavy-handed we got. But it was at the dock where she really shines. The joystick piloting really makes her easy to maneuver around the tight confines of a dock, and there's sure to be an easy transition for those moving up from a smaller boat. We started the turn with the sticks and then changed over to the joystick for completing the maneuvering. Just small pulses of the joystick was all it took, and there's a light ring around the joystick to verify the movements if the boat responds too slowly, which in this case it did not. And soon enough we were tucked in between two boats and laying up gently, ready to step off and tie her up single-handed. Now back at the dock, let's look over some of her operational features. If there's one thing that Formula hits out of the ballpark, it's the helm designs. Here is another perfect example of what a helm should be, this time with the red carbon fiber FX treatments. At the top are the compass and fuel gauges with the trim gauges to the right of those. Below are the engine tacks and speedometer. To the left is a 12-inch Ray Marine display. Rocker switches are below, organized into 3 separate groups. To the right is Mercury's engine display, which is actually interfaced with a Simrad multifunction display, allowing much more interaction between the operator and the engine controls. Things like cruise control, tow assist, and waypoint tracking are all featured here. The color match steering wheel is mounted to a tilt base. At the side is the JPS joystick, the trim tabs, and engine trim rockers, and the Livorsi engine controls. With the bolsters up, the double wide helm seat wraps around for comfort and stability. Each occupant gets a separate bolster, and more of the FX treatments with the carbon fiber upholstery, custom embroidery, and contrast piping are all seen here. Down below, the TV is mounted to a door concealing the main electrical panel. At the stern, there's our shore power connectivity to the starboard side, with a storage compartment just ahead making a convenient place to stow the cords. There's also a TV connection and a city water inlet. At the sides of the platform, there are 8-inch pull-up cleats with 10-inch cleats higher up the bulwarks. The bow is accessed from a centerline walkthrough and an opening windshield. Rail height is 15 inches. There's a center non-skid surface that branches out at the side cleats. Another set of cleats is just forward and to both sides of a hatch concealing the ground tackle. Here we see the Lumar windlass, stainless anchor roller leading through the stem, foot control switches, and a cleat to secure the rode. The aft seats lift on an electric ram exposing the engine compartment. Inside, the twin engines are a snug fit but still accessible to all sides for servicing. A platform is at the front to further ease servicing and daily checks. Just ahead is the standard 7.5 kW Kohler low CO generator. An 8.5 kW diesel generator is also available. Freshwater flush ports are along the portside bulwarks at the cockpit entry. Formula boats aren't for everyone. They're at the upper tier of luxury, fit, and finish, and are priced accordingly. But for the lucky few that can get one, the bragging rights are icing on the cake. On top of her good handling characteristics, this is also a comfortable luxury cruiser, but that's featured in another video. Be sure to look for it. For now, that's our performance evaluation of the 400 SS FX from Formula Boats. For BoatTEST.com, I'm Captain Steve. We'll see you on the water.